welcome to another episode of I Have Never. After our last episode, Elton John got in touch. He's re-released a song in honour of one of the hosts. A Candle in the Year is available on Spotify and iTunes to download right now. It's Mark.
Oh, wow. This seesaw is actually disguised as a green Chesterfield. And this grey tracksuit is actually a 12-stone weight cloth, just so I can stay horizontal. It's Sam Chan. On this week's I Have Never had a homeless man's dog lick anything else of my beard. Sammy?
I'll drink to that.
Jesus. But first, we have this to point out what I believe is incorrect, in that I have never, I believe, is grammatically wrong.
Yeah, so you tried to pull me up on this last week, and
ever since I've heard that it was you were calling this.
Yeah, and I didn't really understand.
I tried to lay it out as clear as possible,
and I just thought I have never wasted 5 minutes of my life, so
yeah,
I'll drink to that. So
yeah, so I'm just want to specify for anyone watching that I'm not part of I Have Never. My take on it would certainly be I haven't ever.
I haven't ever.
Yeah,
it's my creation. My sort of idea was that I have never, and yeah, you've made me feel quite inadequate.
That wasn't the goal. I just didn't want myself.
Literature.
I didn't want to be attached to what I think is incorrect.
Yeah. So obviously for other people, we just point out that I sit here feeling inadequate with my language, but I sit here or sit on a grade C GCSE in English language, whilst you make me feel like that, and you sit there pointing out how wrong I am on
yeah, I mean, there's lots of letters in the alphabet, and whatever they're awarded to sometimes doesn't really equate to what they should be awarded.
We'll just say, well, if you pick up your drink, for the purposes of
is this a game that I'm not familiar with?
So this is
is this part of I Have Never, like?
Yeah, it's I have never
got an English GCSE.
I've never got an English GCSE. No, because I have to drink it because I have. Oh,
I don't
understand
the game still.
I was going to argue off so bad.
Right, so basically I'm calling Sammy out, and I'm far less qualified to do so.
Yes.
And I don't even have confidence that I haven't ever is correct either.
Yeah, obviously with my extensive qualifications, a grade C GCSE, I can confirm that you're still
the dizzy heights of a grade C GCSE.
I can still confirm you're fucking wrong, because it should be never have I ever. Can I ask you some questions?
Of course.
Brilliant. I feel like we're supposed to ask consent for most things these days, so I'll just ask your permission before I ask you some questions. I've got some questions here.
Great.
The first question I'd like to ask you is, what was the worst style choice you ever made? That's the question. Now, is the question, what is your thoughts on the worst style choice you ever made? Or just what I think is the worst style choice you ever made? Because I've got a lot of opinions on your style. I don't necessarily think your style's bad or wrong. It is just always bold and different, which creates a lot of hilarity for myself. Would you say it was the yellow tracksuit? I mean,
no, just.
I mean,
this gives an insight straight away. Is I get asked a very straightforward, basic question, and on the verge of, I get a lot of opinion and usually a lot of abuse come afterwards. So I feel like your maybe third or fourth question that you asked was quite laced with a fair bit of abuse there.
Yeah, well, I just sort of.
and if now I've got pictures of me all around. It's really been set up.
There will be some pictures to follow this, because I would say there's not many people that walk into a shop that sells clothes and see a bright yellow tracksuit, top and bottoms, with a racing flag down the side of it, like a start-finish flag, and go, actually, I think I pointed out, like, Mark, please try this, I'm going to be cracking. So which you carried on the joke and the fun of trying it on.
No.
And then carried it to the till to buy it. I just couldn't believe
it wasn't carrying on the
anything
joke.
like it.
It wasn't carrying on the joke. I was like, oh wow, that is so out there. I love it.
Yeah,
so
you were just unaware that I was making a joke.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe that anybody would see it on a hanger and pick it up and buy it.
So yeah, obviously tried it on. I love this said tracksuit, which you probably linked all over the shop in this, and. I just really loved it. I thought it was out there. Just love the tracksuit.
Brilliant. I'm definitely going to put in some pictures of
it's already happened, isn't it? What is you saying? It's already happened.
There is just the amount of things that you could be told you look like wearing this tracksuit. The amount of people and objects that you look like, and I had great fun making all the.
The memes are just ridiculous.
So, have you got any other sort of styles or? So we sort of moved off the styles and went straight on to particular pieces of clothing that you own.
I prefer the philosophy of the whole subject, and you prefer the memes of the specific items.
Yeah. I mean, is there any other items that you sort of?
No, because everything. I'm just constantly surprised about how amusing people find what I would choose to wear.
So let's go back to what the question really was. What other items of clothing have I found that are your worst? Because I feel
every time I see the guy,
I know.
Where do you want to start? There was the most surprising for me was when I kindly offered to pick up Sammy and his wife to go out for dinner, maybe 18 months ago or something like that.
Yeah, for her birthday.
For her birthday, yeah.
So my wife enjoys your company as much as I do.
Right, and she's far less abusive and far more polite.
Yes. I mean, I've got a 3-year-old son to prove it.
That's
a different story.
Yeah. So I for her birthday, I drove to Sammy's to pick them both up to take them to the restaurant to eat with them.
Mm. That's lovely gesture.
Yeah, and I arrive, and I just get dressed, and I get in my car, and everything's quite normal, and that's fine. Mm. And I arrive, and then Sammy gets in. I'm like, all right, Sammy, right. Yeah. So he sits down, and he just plop. He looks down.
Just laughing continues from there.
And he started to cry.
I was sobbing.
Just because of the
trousers. Just because what my eyes could see.
So I'd chosen like a floral trouser, and I was sat there, and we couldn't like start off on a journey because you couldn't put your seatbelt on because you.
I can't put my seatbelt on in the same way. You can't just go to people. Yeah, I put on a floral trouser because that should be okay, and that is okay, but that isn't normal. People like other people don't know other men that just go, yeah, and I just put on a floral trouser and I can understand what all the commotion was.
What, like, should we say like trousers with flowers on?
Yeah, but that doesn't exist for everybody. There's very few occasions or places in my world where I go like, oh, look at that man wearing a nice floral trouser.
Yeah, but like,
that's a nice floral dress, isn't it? That's a lovely floral dress.
Why the unusual and the rare has to be so hilarious?
Can we see the trousers? Have you got the trousers? Like, do you know where they are? Can you show them to me? Can you show them to people and then people maybe?
I might not have worn them since that night.
The scarring trousers, and then we'll see why they're so funny. Okay. So this is the trouser. Look, like they're a nice trouser, but. You can understand. I've not seen too many people wear.
I wouldn't.
I've not seen too many people wearing a trouser like this. I mean, you know, Eddie, a friend of ours, who goes to gay pride quite a lot. He's probably well versed. in the floral trouser. Now,
But why do you have to be racist? Anyway, I love them so much, and I actually, without us bringing this up, I wouldn't have remembered that they're in my wardrobe, and I can't wait to wear them again.
I can't wait for you to wear them again. I did just ask you to put them on for the purpose, for the visual purposes. But what was it you said to me? No, because I have to get changed.
Yes.
just for visual purposes. No, it couldn't happen.
Well, what I love about them so much, and what I love about such a busy trouser.
Such a busy trouser.
Dude, that was gonna say
busy making me fucking laugh. Like, busy trouser
is like having the is having the shit.
Sorry, can I just have your attention, please? Or are my trousers just too busy? Fucking hell, man! Like, come on.
So it's having the sheer contrast of having a very a very white shirt or a white top or something. So you have the busyness and then you have the contrast.
Also, it's having the sheer bollocks to wear them.
So I couldn't. I'd have to get I'd change my top and stuff. Otherwise they would look stupid, and obviously I do not think they look stupid. Have you ever been mistaken for anyone famous?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, well, you can wait to ask me that, could you?
No.
I get asked a lot wherever we go. Well, usually when I'm not out. So I've been wearing a hat for this episode and last episode because my hair's a mess. There's no barbers open at the moment, is there? So I have a top knot, and I often get asked wherever we go. Oh, I don't get asked to get told. You look like Chibuddy G. Asim Chowdhury. And for a long time, you and...
Complete denial. Complete denial. What? Why are these people coming up to me, Mark? Why? I look nothing like him.
I don't think I do look anything like him. Until
Meme. Whatever. Photos. Whatever you said.
Until you and Ed, our friend of ours...
We've really drilled it into reality.
Yeah, and then you found some masks of Asim Chowdhury, Chibuddy G, and you appeared at my place of work wearing them.
Yeah, I just had to really. Yeah. What can we do to get through to him?
Yeah, and then I looked at that mask and thought, fuck, does look a bit like my face, that doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, what really helped was when I tweeted that picture. I love that. I tweeted the picture to Asim Chowdhury, Chibuddy G, and I said, sort of my friends think that I look like you. I don't really see it. He come back. He took the time to respond. He just come back and said, all I see is three gorgeous bastards. I made my day. I really enjoyed it. I've sort of accepted it. We were at Butlins one night, weren't we? And obviously at a Butlins adult weekend, on the Saturday night, everybody dresses up in fancy dress. We hadn't dressed up. We'd just gone spontaneously, hadn't we? And we got in
Always
spontaneously. So we hadn't prepared any fancy dress, and this girl just walked up to me and said, "Oh, this is before I was in acceptance." I was like, "Oh, do you know who you look like?" I was like, "No, tell me who do I look like." Very happy that I've been spoken to by probably some attractive ladies, and so you look like Chibuddy G, and I was like, at the time thinking that's really not the vibe I was going for. Oh yeah, great. I look like this sort of comical Asian guy off the telly. Do you
remember when?
So that happened again the same night. A second bunch of girls come up to me and gone, "Do you know who you look like?" And I've gone like, "No, maybe," like completely not thinking that's going to be a one-off because I don't look anything like him. No, I don't know. Who do I look like? And they go, "You look like Chibuddy G. Do you know who that is?" I fucking know who that is. Yeah, it was really not the vibe I was going for tonight, was it? So the third time in the same night, a girl comes up to me. She says, "Do you know who you look like?" I said, "Look, if you say I look like Chibuddy G, I'm just going to fucking go home." So it's like, "I don't know who that is." She said, "We look like DJ Khaled." Fucking hell! Is that an improvement, I guess? I'm fucking hell. When when my hair is, you know, looking good and stuff. Well, I think it's looking good, you know. It happens all the time. I don't think I look like him.
No, you realise it's just grown, isn't it?
I would like to have his career.
Yeah.
He's doing alright for himself, I guess.
Yeah, those crisp adverts, they must pay.
Oh, the crisp
Lineker did well out of those, isn't it?
Oh, I forgot about the crisp advert. Yeah, it's got to the point now where I am in
Well,
acceptance.
we play that game. Charlotte your buddy.
Charlotte your buddy. I just make memes of myself now. Because why not, you know? Oh, that's going to go up as well, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Oh, that's fine. Brilliant.
Okay, question number 2. Teleportation or flying? I mean, either or, the laws of physics has to be bent a fair way to get even.
Oh, shots fired. Yeah. Teleportation and flying.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Got me, that one did. Wow. Ooh, I think teleportation.
Yeah, you
'Cause
want to get into the shower rooms. Yeah, unbelievable.
Invisibility wasn't an option.
Invisibility.
Yeah, no, teleportation definitely, because I've had a real struggle to get my driving license. I still can't drive, so teleportation would be fucking handy.
Right.
So, bang, on there, fantastic.
Yeah. No exercise. No physical exertion.
No physical, nothing.
Brilliant.
Yeah, flying would be great, wouldn't it? Like, wouldn't that be awesome? But it's really impractical.
Impractical, and I suppose everyone.
Like, oh,
Unless
you know, like, oh,
flying,
look at the
yeah.
views. Look at this. That's how I feel about walking. Really, I'm like, oh,
I
look.
saw that. It's too much.
It's
too much.
Yeah. Like, that's how I feel about walking. Like, oh, it's a lovely day. Oh, look. Oh, am I there yet? Oh, fucking hell. Like, you know, like, I don't want to look at the beautiful sky and lovely day for half an hour whilst I get to where I'm going. Like, oh, look. Right, I could be there.
You can't be there. You're a busy man, big to see things to
Busy
do.
man, yeah, busy man.
Making
I haven't got busy
fucking
trousers
memes
though.
and shit with your friends.
I,
If you could do a symbol for teleportation, what do you think that would be?
a symbol?
Like, so if that's flying,
Yeah.
what would you do for teleportation? what if Beyonce comes out on a single ladies?
Yeah, just sort of like I just want to teleport.
I love the camp vibe of that, sorry.
Of course you fucking do.
I love this.
Oh, something camp's happened. I really enjoyed that.
It's like I could go somewhere, or I could go somewhere really sassily.
Sassily, yeah, teleport. How would you teleport?
Unbelievable.
It just feels like the natural teleportation. It's gonna go for Loki.
Loki.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Like, oh, I'm teleporting with a barbershop quartet. Fucking hell. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm getting our roles here confused, but I'm going Beyonce all the way.
It's like Beyonce in the building.
Beyonce's in the building.
And I've got a straw hat on.
Got the sass of Beyonce and the arse of Kim K.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Glad you asked.
Brilliant. Sorry. Oh, fantastic. Just like being gay bashing me for the whole thing. How would you teleport? What are you doing head bubble as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that was brilliant, Sammy.
It's
so
just
natural.
natural, yeah. Thanks.
Oh, there's a bit of gay in all of us, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
I love the way that you thought you had to pretend to put on a camp voice. So, I love how sort of the whole premise is that I'm not embarrassed that I'll never do anything different. I mean, I do tell the story with this like grin on my face, but oh god, it's not one of my finer moments, is it?
Oh no.
Jeez, I mean, how did it all start? We'd had a great. We'd been to Ladies' Day at the races. Absolutely brilliant. Mugged them off completely with a voucher system. How many free bottles of Prosecco did we get?
Oh gosh, was it that day?
It was that day. That's how it started. So any
Back when I was a drinker.
So let's start right at the very, very beginning. So we're in a pub, probably 10 o'clock in the morning, 11 o'clock. What would you say, 11 o'clock? Before we hit the races. Yeah, before we hit the races. And we realise we're trying to, we think we're balling, don't we? Oh yeah, I'm going to get a bottle of Prosecco. Oh, it's only a tenner in this pub for a bottle.
Oh really? What, in Oceans?
In Oceans, yeah. So straight away, somebody's got in a bottle. We're there. Oh, we've got time for another one. There's 4 of us, I think, was there.
Because we're doing rounds, and they want to get the rounds when it's cheap before Prosecco goes up in price.
So
sunny day, like
second
August,
round goes
August,
in. And realise there's 2 of us that haven't bought a bottle of Prosecco. And when we get to the next place, the races, so we're going to be looking, probably 30, 40 quid a bottle.
Yeah.
So there's a rush. I'll get the next round. £10, another bottle of Prosecco. It's before lunchtime. We're 3 bottles deep already. 4th one on the way out the door and into the taxi, and the 4th bottle sunk. So we're 4 bottles deep between 4 of us. That's a bottle each, when we arrive at the race course and sort of roll out of the taxi, because we're just fucked already. And I was anyway.
I don't know how you remember any of
That's how I remember that anyway. Maybe
Did we not get a bus?
No, we got a taxi.
Got a taxi
because we were drinking the Prosecco in the taxi on the way there.
Okay.
As the sort of, I remember our friend just sliding the door open in the back of us, sort of rolling out of the taxi, looking up and just seeing the race course and thinking, fuck me, I'm not going to get in here, am I?
Really?
No, I'm not going to get in here. Yeah. So we go in and we'd booked tickets that come with entry and a bottle.
Oh yeah.
Between 2. So we had 2 bottles more to come.
Yeah.
So would you remember that as being like that?
Yeah, something.
So we had 2 more bottles to come. And yourself, wasn't it? Because you're a charming guy, and you just sort of walk up to the kiosk.
Yeah.
And hand out, I'd like a bottle of, I'd like to redeem my voucher. As they go away, they just check the voucher, go away to get the bottle. Voucher goes back in pocket, bottle comes across the counter. Oh, that's a thing, isn't it? So we've got a free bottle. So we're 4 bottles deep.
Now.
And Prosecco really gets me, man. The bubbles get me. So we're 4 bottles deep. It's about a bottle each. And then we've got 2 to come. Oh, we've still got 2 to come.
Yeah.
So anyway, I mean, this happened a few times, didn't it?
I remember. Yeah, this is like painful for me to remember. Yeah, I remember just having too much Prosecco, like
Too much, far too much.
They came in like carry bags.
Oh,
Like,
kind of
bags.
pretty
And
little
so-
bags.
So I was already like beyond the point of anything, and I had a bottle of Prosecco in my right hand and a bottle of Prosecco in my left hand. Yeah.
Yeah. So I couldn't be honest and say how many bottles we had, but I reckon we must have recycled those 1-use vouchers maybe 3 or 4 times at least. Would you say?
Yeah. At one stage also that if you paid a tenner on top, you
Oh,
upgrade
yeah.
to upgrade champagne.
Champagne. The problem was we'd had these vouchers, and obviously they've run out of Prosecco. Oh, sorry, we've run out of Prosecco. You'd have to pay. Yeah, like was it like 12? No, it's a lot of money, wasn't it? So I think we were looking like 12, 13 quid extra.
Yeah.
To upgrade to champagne. We're like, hang on a minute, our voucher entitles us to a free bottle. If you haven't got any, that's your fault. We'll have to. I think
dry.
Yeah. Obviously, they're completely unaware that they've run out of Prosecco because we recycled the same voucher over and over again. I mean, yeah. So I feel like we got a good deal in the end out of the champagne. We're like, okay, if we pay this much, we'll upgrade the champagne, and we're still just paying something like £5 or £10 per bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just got out of hand, didn't it?
Ah,
Incredible amount of fun. Absolutely
I don't
incredible
remember it
amount
as
of
fun
fun.
at all, yeah.
Oh, gee. Unlimited, sparkly, bubbly drinks that are just getting me absolutely, yeah, great fun. So anyway, so the ladies' day is over, and naturally we just head back to Chichester.
Was there a band? Was there a band at the course?
Yeah, there's like music and the whole event of racing, the music, like a stage and music, wasn't there? And then when that's all finished, we head back into Chichester. That's where I start to get into a lot of trouble in Chichester. So we head back to the vestry. That's where like the ladies' day after party is at in Chichester for us anyway. We head back there. Luckily, I knew one of the door supervisors. She's someone we know. We've got inside, and in my mind, my very drunk mind, is I've ordered a drink and I'm just dancing, and next thing, this door supervisor that I know is next to me, so saying, "Come on, Sammy, come on." I'm like, "Right, yeah, great, you want to dance?" She's like, "No, come on, you've had too much to drink, haven't you? Let's go." I think I've only just bought this drink. Like, what's happened? I even now I don't know what I've done, or what's happened. Why I'm being asked to leave? She's like, come on, don't make it difficult. Just okay. So I did leave the building with my pint, put it on the outside table, and then next thing, all the security that are outside go heading back inside. A friend of ours, Ben, comes out. He's like, "What are you doing outside?" "I've been asked to leave." He's like, "By who?" "Oh, I don't really know. Everyone's disappeared." He's like, "Pick your pint up, come back inside." I'm back inside. Again, time's passed. I've got no concept of how much time. Until I get another tap on the shoulder and, "Sammy, come on, I asked you to leave, didn't I?" Oh, shit, yeah, you did ask me to. So I've been kicked out of the pub twice now, and in the same night. But this time I wasn't as gracious about it, I don't think. I wasn't as gracious about it. That was a nice way of saying I wasn't fucking happy about it. So, but I didn't want to kick off because I knew who it was and didn't want to make things difficult. So, what I felt that was a good idea.
What did you want to do in that moment? Where can you get some comfort?
Well, I wanted to tell somebody how I felt like this was unfair. So I looked to my right, and there's a homeless man with his dog. So I sit down with him.
So is that under the Argos shelter?
Under the Argos shelter.
If you know Chichester, you know the Argos.
Yeah,
shelter.
I just sit down with him. I said, I can't remember his name. I just said, "Look, you couldn't fucking believe what's just happened."
And he lives there.
Yeah, he lives there. He's a homeless guy, isn't he? He's there with his dog. So I'll tell you what, mate, I must have been in a state, because I also remember him at some point folding up my blazer and handing it back to me. I don't know what I'd done with that. That would come off somewhere. Yeah, he just says to me, sort of, "Calm down, mate. It's okay." He's listened to me. This fucking poor guy, he's not got a house. He's not got a home. And he's listening to what a hard time I'm having, because I've been asked to leave a fucking pub after a lavish day of champagne and Prosecco at the races. Well, I mean, what a class A wanker. Like, honestly. So I'm there and I start feeling a bit unwell. And this is very real. I'm in big trouble now. I don't feel well, and I may have been unwell in his sort of existence.
In his home.
In his home, yeah. So top quality blokes. "Don't worry, mate. I'll go and get you some water." I mean, honestly, the people who've got the least always give the most, don't they? So he goes to get me some water, and in this time, I mean, I felt alone. Like nobody, none of my friends have come out to see where I am or what I'm doing. Why I'm not with them. They've all left me, deserted me. I found comfort with this guy. He's left to get me some water to look after me, but he's even left me now. I was just there with his dog. And this dog was just so happy. So licking me and, in my face. I wanted to love me, and I was just sort of hugging this dog. I was curled up with a dog. And that's the last thing I remember. I don't know how I got home. I don't remember going home or anything. And obviously, to the hilarity of my friends, it dawned on us that that I thought this dog was loving me and looking after me. But the reality is that it was probably just fucking hungry and enjoyed looking sick out of my beard.
Yeah, there wasn't a probably about it. There was not a probably
Yeah.
about it.
Oh, this dog's so happy too. He's like, food. Thanks for joining us for another episode of I Have Never. Next week, we'll be talking about my co-host here instead of myself. In an episode I'd like to call I Have Never Lost My Car After a Night Out. I have never lost my car after a night out.
Never have I ever lost my car on a night out
You
drink.
still don't know how to fucking play, do you? Just drink your fucking drink. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.